Rob Calloway, everyone. Give it up for Rob Calloway, everyone. This is the Sports Kings podcast. Obviously, he's Rob Calloway. I'm Big Mike. You're listening to us via Spreaker.com or via, Facebook or SoundCloud or one of these things that we automatically upload to Facebook, which is Sports Kings Live, which is also our Instagram, which is also our Twitter. You guys make sure you give us a follow and some likes on Twitter. I'm trying to get, not Twitter, what is it called? On Instagram. I'm trying to get our little Instagram thing popping. I posted a nice little picture today of all 5 of my Atlanta Hawks hats. You know what I mean? All the different varieties that I'm dealing with.
Boy, I saw your little collection.
Yeah, I'm with it, And for those of you who want to be in the know, no, I didn't buy those this year. That's a collection over a couple of years. So, yeah, ride with that. Cause,
look, man, I saw that you had the 71 hat, the blue and green hat.
Yeah, I got that. that.
Mitch Evans, our former coworker, when he and I working at another station, he bought me that hat for Christmas one year. He was like, "I know this your team, man. I know this your team. I figured you like it."
What the hell is Mitch doing buying you Christmas gifts? He's Jewish. You sure he didn't buy you a Hanukkah gift? You just call it a damn Christmas gift? Yeah, he's a Jew. And I can call him that, too. It's not racist. I asked him already.
Yeah, I mean,
Jew is acceptable.
He is. He part of the Two Live Jew movement. So big shout out to Mitch Evans. But that 71 hat, boy, that's a showstopper right there, boy.
Yeah, I got that all black Adidas. I've never worn it either. Because now it don't fit. Because I don't have like I used to have the dreads. It don't fit no more. It's too big. So it's like a brand new hat that just sits around.
You got it when you had the dreads.
Yeah, it's all new. It's all black on black Adidas. You can't even see the Hawks symbol because everything is black. Yeah, it's hot.
Gangster.
Yeah, I know.
Gangster.
I know. Speaking of those Atlanta Hawks, they're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak here. The first and only 3-game stretch of its type this season for those Hawks, man. And got an interesting article here. I kind of wanted to dig into this a little bit as we move forward. 12 games away from the end of the season. The Hawks have everything lined up, and as you look around at the landscape in the NBA, like guys are getting these playoff guys, these guys who know what it is to experience that ratcheted up level of play. They're getting ready. The LeBrons of the world, the Russell Westbrooks of the world, the Steph Currys of the world, and notice the names that I'm naming, like that from day one, from when this season not when the season started, but when the Hawks started showing people that this was a team to be reckoned with. The one thing that people pointed out more times than not was that that guy, that person that I'm naming, isn't really a member of this team, and it's going to be a test of the system and Coach Bud and their coaching staff's ability to overcome that when playoff time comes. Because a lot of these teams that they're going to face, let's be honest, they're going to look a little bit different. You know what I mean? Chicago, getting everybody back. Jimmy Butler just came back. Derrick Rose is, air quotes, ahead of schedule, so he should be back. Pau Gasol, Joe Kim, his minutes restrictions, they're talking about taking those off. Obviously, Kyrie, throughout the season, has gotten better with the Cavs. LeBron, we already know what time it is when playoff season starts. Enough said. We're looking for Paul George to come back to the Indiana Pacers, a team that's been red hot. Well, was hot coming off the All-Star break, kind of cooled off a little bit, but still playing some consistent basketball. You got guys like Dwayne Wade who understand what the playoff scenario is about. They found a guy in Hassan Whiteside from God knows where, a big-time rim protector. This Washington Wizards thing, though, I saw that thing last night. Get pushed in. Get pushed in by the Splash Brothers, cuz.
Exploding. I mean, how do you start arguing amongst your own team? Like, they just collapsed, dude.
Yeah, easily. Like, that dude, before we get to this Hawks thing, that dude Steph Curry, now he's getting, I said this yesterday, but it's getting to the point where now, like, I'm starting to not believe him. Like, this dude, like, he throws this behind the back pass to Draymond Green. Before this dude even loads up to shoot the ball, Steph is turned around like having a conversation with somebody in the first round. And then he hits the shot. And then Draymond hits the shot. Now he's walking back down the court like he just knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like 10 seconds before it happened. It's like it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's getting just totally ridiculous how this dude just got this calm baby face swag about him that's just oozing out of his pores, man. And everyone else, everyone catches it. Like everyone on the team, like we're talking about Draymond Green. Now, trust me, Draymond Green is a hell of a defender. He's an energy dude. He's the perfect piece for that team. But now this dude hitting like 30-foot threes off of behind the back passes. It's like now that starts happening. Go ahead and put their name on the trophy. Like that stuff starts going in, like serious, dude. It starts going down like that. We got to go ahead and do something about it. Now, back to these Atlanta Hawks. You know, a lot of what we've seen here lately is their continuity is the thing that's gotten them to the record that they've gotten to. And once you kind of interrupt that with things like injury, like I totally forgot, like Sefolosha's been gone since January. And so you talk about a team who, like, this is a team that's very active defensively as far as, you know, their hands and getting in the passing lanes. Like, the whole rim protector thing, I'm good, whatever, because like, you're talking about a couple of dudes. You're talking about, like, DeAndre, you're talking about the Whiteside kid, maybe the dudes in Washington, not Mark Gasol, maybe, Tyson Chandler.
You talking about Martin Gortat?
Who?
He's in Washington, right?
I'm talking about like Nene and those boys. Yeah, it's like all right, cool, you know. But that whole rim protector thing, Ibaka's one when he get ready to play some. I think it's a little bit. It's kind of overrated because who's the rim protector for the Golden State Warriors? And these dudes are number one in defensive efficiency. So there's that. You know what I mean? They play strong team defense, much the same way the Atlanta Hawks do. But the loss of Sefolosha, it's a bigger hit than it looks like because he's part of that. Like him and DeMarre Carroll, those are the two dudes, and as well as the little dude with the monkey arms, Schroeder. They do a good job of pressuring the basketball and getting their hands in the passing lanes and things like that. Like over this, like this is the four games in a row. This Hawks team has given up over 100 points, triple digits. And then there was the pushing in by the Spurs the other day where they gave up 114. So today, or was it today or yesterday, they had like a huge, long film session where they were forced to basically, look at themselves. DeMarre Carroll said he basically talked about the defensive alignments, that people know what's coming before it's coming. So his quote was, "We're going to need different defensive coverages going into the playoffs. You can't stick with just one." I'm the type of dude that says, do it dance with the girl you came with. If that's what got you there, I believe the teams that panic and start doing a whole lot of different things when they get to the playoffs are the teams that find themselves bowing out early. But I'm gonna tell you, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm saying, one of the mistakes I feel like the Hawks made right around the trade deadline was getting rid of this guy Adrian Payne that we drafted out of Michigan State in the first round, the 15th overall selection. He's a guy, big body, 6'10", 245. We actually traded him to Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken, for a draft pick or two.
Yeah, but what was Adrian Payne going to do for you? As a team, what had he done for you, and what was he going to do for you?
I'm saying no. I'm saying you drafted him at 15 and 15th overall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you got to, I'd say after the All-Star break, then you can start trying to figure out how this guy could fit in. Because he's playing really well in Minnesota now that he's actually able to get off the bench and get on the court.
And that's the key. They got minutes for him. There ain't no minutes down here. Like now, after Mike Scott and Sefolosha and those guys go out, but you don't anticipate that happening before you make a deal like that. There were no minutes for him. That's why he wasn't playing. I don't know how good he was or how good he would have been. Speaking of dudes who are good now, what's this kid's name that won the dunk championship? What's this kid's name?
Don't make me laugh.
What the hell is this kid's name?
Oh, the kid from Minnesota.
Yeah, I can't.
What is his name?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
This kid was.
whatever.
My point is, this kid was just averaging like 2 points or something like that before the All-Star break. Now all of a sudden, him and Andrew Wiggins are just losing their minds up there in Minnesota. Up there with my guy
Zach LaVine.
LaVine,
Is
yes,
Zach LaVine?
yeah. With my dude Sam Mitchell. I was thinking about Sam the other day, man. Okay, Sam Mitchell was one of we worked together on the Atlanta Hawks broadcast last year before what happened? Oh, before he got the Minnesota gig, and before I got fired. Yeah. I was trying to think of which one I was going to mention. I just went ahead and mentioned both of them. He got the job before I got fired, in case anybody's wondering. But I was thinking about him the other day, just because I do this thing where when I'm walking around the house, when I'm doing something else, I'm always having these like conversations with myself as though I'm recording this podcast, although I'm not. And I was thinking about stuff like. I was kind of recapping the show from the night before or something like that, because I was telling Rob that I don't listen to the show. I've never listened to a show. I've never heard a show that I've done ever. I listen to it now while I'm doing it, but what are you doing, dude? Are you like cleaning up the garage or something? What's happening?
Can you hear that? No.
Yes, I can hear that. There's a microphone in front of you. What do you think?
I know. I was trying to do it away from the microphone, man.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
Trying to give me a little candy. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Are you okay now? Everything's all right? All right.
Yeah, I just don't want to go,
No, I just kind of think about that whole, we were talking about this whole Joe Johnson thing and his money and all that stuff, and I was recapping like a conversation and some comments that were made about, Joe giving back money to re-sign Jamal Crawford, who ended up going to L.A., obviously. And then some kind of way my mind just went to people leaving Atlanta to go to other places, and I was like, nobody's like leaving Atlanta to go to Minnesota. And then it just my mind went to Sam Mitchell, and I just started thinking about this day. There was this one day, man, and like Sam is a dude I always tell people that's what I want to be when I get old. I want to be old, black, and rich, so I can say anything I want to anybody, because that's who Sam Mitchell is.
Because that's him.
And Sam is like an old player. Like when he talk to you, you got to touch you. You got to like he got to make sure you know he there. You got to like put his hand on your shoulder and grab you and stuff. So one day, and for whatever, he always sat by me when we sat out there and watched the Hawks game. But one day, we're sitting out there, and I don't know how this happened, but it's probably one of the best nights up there. Like Sam just started talking about his dad. Like he started talking about his childhood, which was weird as hell. Just one of the weirdest things. Like this dude told me like how he met one of his brothers and just walking down the hallway his first day at junior high. Like that dude looked just like my daddy. And then went home.
He's from South Georgia somewhere, right?
Yes, he is from the country. And then went home and asked his mama about some kid. And she was like, is his name, I don't know, is his name Jerome? He was like, yeah, how you know? She was like, that's your daddy's son? She's like, this dude was like
I got
13.
Like that too, boy.
So he's telling me all these stories, man. And like these weird things about how like they had like they like gave an award on Father's Day at his church for the dad with the most kids. And he was acting like it was a common thing. He was like, what, you don't know about that? Like, of course not, dude. I'm not from the backwoods. What you mean?
Oldest. It's like usually the oldest dad in the church or something like that. It's never like,
but I said,
come on, Pastor Jones.
I said, Sam, how do they determine this? He was like, you just stand up and they just start counting up. And then when you left standing, he was like, that's the first time I heard my mama cuss. We was in church. She said, that MF better not stand up. But my dad was like, I'm going to win that damn award this year.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, like Sam, I'm going to get to the end of this. But basically, man, I don't know how I got on this, but Sam just started talking about his dad, man. It was one of the most endearing things I had ever witnessed ever, man, because this dude was so tickled talking about his dad, man, and like the good, the bad, everything. But it was just like, he just sat there for like an hour just reminiscing about his dad and laughing about telling us these funny stories, man. And I was like, damn, man, that's I just thought it was cool. Like, I don't know where I was going with this story or why I got on it, but I just thought that was one of the coolest. Oh, we was talking about Minnesota and Zach LaVine and how he's been scoring out of his mind. Him and Andrew Wiggins is up there. But yeah, man, it was one of those days that, kind of like in your radio career, the little things that you don't forget. It's not necessarily like the stuff at the clubs or the stuff, doing this or being able to do this for free, and just little things like that. Like you hanging out with Sam Mitchell, he's like telling you all these funny stories about getting ass whippings as a kid and things like that. It was just awesome. But